Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
That nigga said start popping this. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
What is he talking about when he throw the ball?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is third and 9. Prescott down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now Prescott on fourth down. Eluding the pressure right. A surprising move the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Tracy going to get it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Short throw caught by Bowers. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not
What the fuck, you bitch?
Counted out to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll show up.
He didn't get that shit.
Oh, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on fourth down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
To throw is Prescott. And he slings one that's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down. You talk about this Giant defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after
You gonna get him hurt?
Oh, Prescott stripped.
Where my ball, man? Get the ball. How he get the ball back?
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike. Escaping the pressure right. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run here with a rookie. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So
you see how I feel.
Call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they take a big
I didn't lose, bro.
Territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and you know, normally we focus on the media.
Come on, dog.
That he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean,
Why you didn't want to be the Cowboys no more?
I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
You must have accidentally did that shit.
That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm just saying. I was just saying, fuck nigga.
Back to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That is incomplete.
Damn.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up in.
All right, then.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Where the fuck was he at?
Intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try to pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb.
Get shit out of here.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute.
Really supposed to be an interception, but I fucked it up.
Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Prescott to throw it.
That nigga out of here.
As he throws there, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
All right, good.
It's Dowdle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get, get to what we call
that was
levels. You know, get to
definitely going to be achieved.
Secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking. They try to keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter down, it's our home team.
He just act like he really doing something with creative players and shit. No, not him, but the team was created. The whole team was created. Oh, my legends, bro. Them niggas don't play today, bro.
Here's Prescott.
Yeah, we'll see. That should have been interception, too.
And incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
This is caught. And they'll make sure he's touched down.
It was He was real quick. He was.
At least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. On the sneak, it's Prescott. That'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a keeper.
This whole ass quarterback sneak.
Dak Prescott, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Blues post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they moved the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 2. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Malik Neighbors, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point attempt to come here.
There you go. There you go.
And they'll remain down by a point.
Come on, Wi-Fi, like, at the wrong time. There you go again.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out looking at Pete Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6.
Who the fuck is that?
Touchdown, Houston.
That ain't no motherfucking dead. It's a credit player.
79 yards. And the Blues are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it.
It's creative,
been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
The extra point up and good.
Nah, you just playing creative players, bro. It's not even, that ain't no fucking out, coach.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
I'm the only normal team on this huddle with normal players.
And able to take it past the 20.
No, you got nigga that talking about. He said that's Dez Bryant. Boy, that. No, I don't.
Offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build up the confidence.
You got no motherfucking Eli Manning. I don't even want no Eli Manning. Well,
Back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove.
I ain't got no Odell over here.
Yeah, hoping to
You must be,
go around.
bro. You smoking crack. I don't got no Odell over here, bro.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
All right.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Micah Parsons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But he just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Deonte Banks there on the stop.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action now. Walker. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This rookie was already being tested as he tries to lead a comeback here in the second half. Now he's got to get some momentum back after that sack and a big loss.
They're going to try and throw. Looking deep downfield. Well, it was incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Hill going to try the right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. Going again on the ground here with Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. On the counter, it's Hill. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Giants are going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Brought down in the play by DaRon Bland.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And down he'll go at the 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. He'll drop to throw. Open man down the field. It's Bowers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott yet again. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now they try the right side here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Prescott. That is caught, and they move this all the way down to the 9. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Prescott. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and goal from inside the 5. Dowdle. Touchdown, Houston.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. Here in the fourth quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On second down, they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The offense on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day. Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Minshew sets to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, a 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's brought down.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rolling to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Here's Minshew. They set up the screen to Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here's Prescott. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker.
A lot more was on the line in this one than just defending your home field, CD. They defend their home field against a division rival and get the victory, so this one feels a little extra special.
It has to, right? There's always just a little more emphasis on games like this. Everyone talks about playing each game the exact same way, but you and I both know that is not true. Division rivals, you want to take care of business not just at home, but against a team that you really don't like very much too.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.